Welcome to the Vector Garden. In this video, we are going to draw this shape here. Looks like a worm or maybe some soap bubbles. And this video is about a couple of different techniques. And also it's about to think before you draw and decide how you approach a certain thing that you want to build. How will we approach this? We could decide to actually draw the dark shapes. But in this case, it's much easier to draw not the dark shapes, but the white lines. Let's take a look at that. And for that, I'm going to start with circles. So let's make some circles. I'm going to make them red. And then let's make some more of them, just like this, to build this kind of shape here. What we're going to do is build these, and that one that I just made is a little too large. So now we can still decide how this should look like so, and I'm going to use this one over here as well, and we need to fill that. So as I said, we are going to build the white lines, and for that we are going to imagine that there's a white line around all of that, of course. So first of all, we need that actual shape, and let's select them all. And in order to be able to edit that once I have built those lines, what we're going to do is create a compound shape by holding down Alt and clicking on Unite. And now let's take a look. I'm going to switch fill and stroke like this. This looks great already. And now it's time to set up all those appearances, because we are going to use appearances. So let's go to the layers panel. I need a new layer, and let's move it up here like so. And then let's target that layer, and let's go to the appearance panel. And in there, we are going to set up this stuff. So let's apply a new stroke to this, like so. Let's make it thicker. And this new stroke gets the effect, outline stroke. And then let's continue. We are going to use the metaballs set of effects. So let's offset the path, and let's go to 3. This needs to be after the outline stroke. And then we're going to use Pathfinder Add, again after. And then let's go to offset path again. And this time we're going to reduce it by 3 and set it to round, like so. And this needs to follow add. That's nice. And you can already see where this is going. So what we still need to have are some lines. So I'm first going to select this circle in order to pick up its appearances. And now I'm going to add some lines. So we're going to have them here and in here, and one of them is here, like so. So we get this look that cuts through it, like so. And you see, we automatically get these blobs that we wanted to have here. Everything is right. Only this here gets closed because we have a rather large amount of offset path. Now we can either reduce that or see if it works better when we move this closer to the outside. So like that. Now this is nice. We can use this. I'm going to first save that file so that we can keep it. And then also we can now duplicate this layer. because maybe we want to change it. I'm going to hide the original one. So now I need to target that, and we need to expand this stuff. So let's go to Object, Expand Appearance, and you see this has now been expanded. Let's take a look at it. I'm going to go into Outline View, and you see this all looks pretty nice. So what we need to do now is select them. I'm going to lock the other things. I'm going to select one of these, one of the lines, the original lines, like so. And let's go to Select. Same appearance to select all of them and just delete them. So let's go into the preview again like this, and let's select the thing. And I'm going to take a look into the Layers panel as well. And you see we've got a compound path, which is grouped a couple of times. So let's go to Object, Ungroup All, and we only have the compound path. And in order to get now the positive version of this, all we need to do is go to the Direct Selection tool, zoom in a little, and select this outer path of the compound path, and then delete once, which only deletes the path segment I have selected, and then just hit delete another time, and now we've got the positive shape of this. But let's just hide that again and show this. Should you now decide that you want it differently, then also you can take the Direct Selection tool and move these around, and then of course move those straight lines accordingly and edit this until you like it. That's the nice thing of working with appearances.